people have been talking about Trent, which has gone one way, and ABFRL, which has gone the other way. ABFRL is up about 5.5%, so big underperformer in that space. 226 on ABFRL. Awadh Sugar, Renuka, Uttam Sugar. So these sugar names are doing very well. Of course, EID's got a sugar business as well. Jaiprakash Associates back again, 7%. Stocks back at about 19 rupees or so. There is Snowman Logistics, which is up some 8-9%. Semco Gold, it's almost 750, 5.5% higher. So this is not a market which is wanting for names in the mid and small cap space, which are going up with sharp volumes, and you got plenty of action going through there. I just look at the mid and small cap indices, 3/4 of the small cap index as we kind of wind down today, and the mid cap index will end absolutely flat. So pretty similar at the index level in terms of where we started. This show at 2:30. The Bank Nifty's got about 1/3%, and the Nifty's got nothing. 5-point change as of today.
Cipla has seen a big crackdown as the Pitambur unit has got a warning letter where there are data integrity issues. So the stock is down nearly 8%. You'll talk more about UltraTech Cement and Kesuram, so I'm not talking about that. But IT names like LTIMindtree, TCS corrected a bit. Titan has been doing very well this whole week as it hit that 3 lakh crore mark in market capitalization. But today Titan saw some profit booking and the stock was down 0.5%. Two-wheelers were in top gear. Hero MotoCorp, top Nifty gainer, 4.5%. Bajaj Auto, 3% higher. Eicher Motors, 1.5%. And TVS Motors looks good. And Bharti Airtel, there's been a stealth rally taking place in Bharti Airtel day after day. This week, it's seen a rally of 3.25%. Month to date, it's seen a rally of close to about 7%.
Well, a few stocks, they started off in the green, but they're ending in the red. Case in point being a CG Power. The stock was up 7%. It's going on with a cut of 2%. That's a swing of around 9% from the high point of the day. Zomato as well is under some pressure. That's down close to around 2%. Just thought we'll highlight a couple of those names. But on the flip side, there were other stocks that were actually in lower circuit. These are the 5% stocks, but they go home at upper circuit. SEPC, they have a fundraising plan, which is the rights issue that's expected to start in the next few days. That stock is up close to around 5%. In the morning, it was down. Suzlon Energy was down 5% with sellers in the first hour of trade, I recall. That goes home with a gain of close to around 5%. So the last few days, Suzlon had corrected from around 43, 44 rupees to around 36 rupees. Today, in fact, it managed to put on some gains. Genius Power, the management spoke to us here on CNBC TV 18. They're talking about revenues for this year, moving to around 1,200 crores. And they said that for the next year, it will be more than 2,000 crores. So that's why that stock had recovered from the low point of the day. Man Infra, as Prashant said, well, the reason the stock is up is because they're going to be considering a fundraising plan. Snowman Logistics as well, up close to around 9%. And let's wind this down with a banking name. That's Yes Bank. On a low base, the stock actually is up close to around 25% in this month itself. It was at around, I think 16 rupees odd. Now, in fact, that one as well. Volume's rather high, so that's why some of these stocks come on your radar. But at the end of it, you have the full day of action.
And no change on the Nifty. Absolutely no change.
No change at all on the Nifty. Let's get that up. I don't know how many times it's happened, but I think averaging, maybe we'll get 5 points either in the positive or the negative direction. I think in the negative direction actually, but because the average of the last 30 minutes will be taken with volume and price action. What a day.
And what a day to report about also, right? Yeah. Very range, very quiet. But we're going to wrap up today's trading action with the news that the Nifty holds on to 19,800. Banks outperform. The Nifty Banking Index goes home with a gain of about 0.3%. And remember, today US markets are shut. So there is no cue coming in from the Wall Street, at least, in terms of a direction. We will take your leave on closing bell. Thank you very much for watching. Don't go anywhere. Our Thursday special, Big Deal, comes up next.
Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all our top stories and news updates, follow us on our social media platforms.